Manu people them. I come for Tori with Una today. When Una look at all the destruction where it don't happen inside the northwest and the southwest region since 2017, Manu it stand out for all the other 13 divisions. The Manu now the division where it get the worst atrocities and the worst destruction when you compare all the other 13 divisions them. Yes, and when I talk, when I go talk, say no, but countryman, the baby head, Madame Yafo Florence, now for Pinyin. No, no, matter una. That one now one incident where it happened, and since then, how many other atrocities when I don't hear say they happen for Pinyin? They bury woman alive for Batibo. Yes. How many other incidents like that when I don't hear say they happen for Momo? It not ever happen again because once it happen, the people then for those communities they clamp them down. But for Manu, I go explain some dynamics which way they happen for Manu for una for this small audio. But first, make a name just a few of the terrorist atrocities the way they don't happen inside Manu, just for this 2022, where we only dinner on the 21st of September. They burned down the Catholic Church from Chang village for Kona Manfe just 5 days ago. They kidnapped 5 reverend fathers, a nun, and 2 other Christians. They asked for 60 million francs ransom. Now for Manfe. They burned down the Manfe hospitals. They also burned down motor park for Manfe. They burned down those cars, kidnapped civilians. All those victims. Now only Manu people. They also burned down the QRC Okoyong Catholic school, that college, inside Manu. They also go for Akwaya for Berlin. They massacre about 30 civilians, burn down the whole village. And then before that, you get other ones just for this 2022. All these atrocities were named so. Every single one of them, it be more heinous and more of an abomination than the beheading of Madame Ayafo Florence. For kill 30 people is worse than for kill one person. My country people And one dynamic we want to get to also examine them, that the fact say 100% of the Amber terrorists inside Manu, na Manu picking them. Yes, yes. I know say when I go talk say no, but they don't also go recruit some Bayelsa boys and Nigerian mercenaries and bring them inside Manu. That's true, but now who go recruit them? Now Manu picking them. That dynamic a bit different because when I compare, when I look at say Fako, Ndian, and some other areas at least they picking the way they be Amber terrorist generals them for day. Now picking the way they come up for different side. Mostly for Momo, that's just the truth. For example, this one I call itself General Ivomba. They killing now for Teke, now for Sawes. General Sagat for Fako, now Momo picking. Spirito, they killing now for Ndian or na Memede, now Momo picking. Sanclef, the killing of Fontian, na Momo Pekin. All this one, the Amber terrorist generals, the way they kill them in the past few years, but na Momo Pekin them. Even right now, the biggest terrorist inside Indian, na Momo Pekin. A Keku, where be the terrorized Indian, it been a Nigerian Pekin. So the difference will mind you. Now say these Pekin them 100% of the Amber terrorists inside Manu, where did they wreak havoc inside Manu, na Manu Pekin them. All of them. And then when we look at the Disarmament Commission, since the creation of Disarmament Commission for 2019 till date, now only one Pekin will come up for Manu, where it don't surrender willingly. Kawaya Nick. For the whole of Manu, now only one. The rest of them, they still there for that bush, they never surrender. So these dynamics, they point to a situation, say there is a serious issue for Manu, when na Manu people them, they create them, and na Manu people they foster them, and na only Manu people them, they fit stop them. And the best thing that's waiting, all these atrocities them they be committed on the Manu people them. Make we look at another dynamic. Refugees for Nigeria. More than 90% of the refugees them where they inside Nigeria, more than 90% na Manu people them. You get one with the dot where they come out from Dian, they come out for different sides, but more than 90% of the refugees where they inside Nigeria, now Manu people them. And I know when I talk, so when I go talk, say yes. When I look at the people the way they come up from Manu when they are so-called elites, from Aya Paul Abine to Ayuk Tabe. So these kind of people, the way now leaders of that community, is a result of what way the community they go through today. When you get people like Ayuk Tabe, when them talk say they declare the so-called independence. Now these kind of people, them Aya Paul them, where they radicalize this picking them, send them for Bush, and now why that way they think it's still they're very strong inside Manu. And then you get very few, I mean, totally absent voices them. And then you get someone where they work and call themselves reverend, these pastors, fake pastors, and whatnot with prophecies, but they not fit prophesy. For when I say they go burn down QRC or Koyong, when a mission school, or say they go burn Manfred Park, or burn hospital, or burn that Catholic church from Chang, or Akwaya massacre, they not fit prophesy that one. Their own prophecy, now the kind of one we go give them, make them famous. Okay? So now all that, say the problem, now mind you people them. Whether you be elite, or you be ordinary person, you be chief of village, or you be ordinary man, you person, even if you be taxi driver, when I get a responsibility, big responsibility, you have to do something. Yes, I did talk as a Momo Pekin. The name self say Ambazonia, a commoner for Momo. The biggest Amba terrorist generals, them, they come up for Momo, but will not get with no destruction inside Momo. Una know why? Because Momo people, they're not stupid. Despite all the noise and all the nonsense, when I go look am critically, when I go see am say this, so the worst Amba terrorism destruction, it don't happen now for Manu. Momo they bien, while roads they not be destroyed. When I not see no big institution inside Momo where they burn them down, like if I know one or some other incident where when I think say countryman don't forget or whatever, when I message me, when I get my number, if you listen to my voice, I sure say when I get my number, when I WhatsApp me, tell me, correct me, tell me say countryman you were wrong on this point or that point. But now my assessment, this with me I did give now. So there is something wrong with the Manu people and that division called Manu. The worst anti-terrorism atrocities they don't happen every day. The wanton destruction. The community, they suffer, their populations, them are refugees, IDPs everywhere else. What is wrong with the Manu people? You have to get your act together. Despite the fact that now Momo people, they bring this nonsense, say Amber, this destruction didn't happen for Momo because we don't wise. Time with the Amber terrorists, they go burn road for destroy our Trans-African highway, way pass through Batibo, pass all the way, go reach for, pass through Manfe. Time where they go for destroy that road. No. Now Momo people tell that beginning and say, we stop that nonsense. When I stop that nonsense, and that nonsense is stop. And I know say when I go one can remind countryman say this, so the last biggest attack with Cameroon military launch for Kunkumai's Amba terrorists, it happened for Batibo. Yes. They killed about 30 Amba terrorists. Yes. But guess what? More than half of those people where they kill them for Batibo, just for this July we pass so. Now I think it been on the 1st of July or something like that. Now from Bui they come out, more than half of them. Nobody Momo picking them. And then the other one they come out, someone they come out now Manu, one or two they come out now from Lebi Alem, and then they come out the dot, the one where they come out from Mezam. But the Momo picking them, where they be there for that nonsense. They don't even reach up to 20% of the picking. Even though that thing it be there, the camp is there inside Momo for Batibo. The majority of that picking them, don't be Momo picking them. Ma tell una if na no no. Ma tell una. So the point of this audio, maybe now for brag for tell una how we from Momo will get sense past una for Manu. That's not the point. The point where the maker and I said there is something wrong with the Manu people and that division. There is something wrong. And you people, maybe when I need an outsider for stand at for my vantage point, spot them out, and then tell when I say there is something to be done. There are areas of improvement, things you need to do. Yes, whether now for communication or now whatever, there is something you people are not doing for make sure that this nonsense is stopped. When I see the destruction where they happen for man, when I like him, and the fantastic thing I say now when I begin to commit him, why is that? Momo Pekin, no if it take a hand destroy Momo for this kind of way, it cannot go. Like how we be there for primary school, they tell we say 2 minus 3, it cannot go. It cannot go. That nonsense that happen for Momo. Yes, I know when I will talk about Bui, in some people they get their own issues, them it be different. But this particular one, I want to talk for my new people, them. You have to do something. When I assess, when I take the talk where I talk for una, when I think on, Say whether wait we contemand the talk na true or na wait or which benefit if you take him. And for una we una like for vex no. When una hear contemand talk like this, una don't really vex no. If it hurt you, una do una all my trip to Manfe, like how Sako they be do my trip to Boya. Una do my trip to Manfe, collect una own money donations no. Pay flight can London, can conk my head. Nonsense. Today na number 21 day for September 2022. As alone all.